Hello, this is Alan. I just want to talk to you this morning about replacing hooks on the flyer of a spinning wheel. You notice first of all that you have to shape the hook so it's similar at least to the original hooks, and that is done. The tools that you need specifically will be a decent sized pair of pliers. These panel nails, those are 7/8 18 gauge, and 18 is a wire gauge. It can be 19, it can be 17. Unfortunately for us, there's a standard through the industry where you can buy drill bits that are measured in gauge, so you can get an 18 gauge drill bit which gives you an exact size hole. So how I do it, I grip the thing and I've made a mark on these pliers to give me the depth, different size on each end. So I grip that, and then you'll have to find somewhere a pair of these round nose pliers.
Show those a little bit better, will you? Because they look like needle nose.
Needle nose pliers, I should perhaps have called them that.
Would needle nose work? Those are a little bit rounder.
I don't know.
They would.
Yeah. So
then,
then
a leading question.
you grip it here, and you bend, and you end up with a hook. Now that's nice and shiny, but on the original flyer they've oxidised to a darker colour, and in order to try and imitate that, we can blue them. So you can blue any kind of screw you're using. That, for example, is an original one off of a different shape. Sometimes it's that shape, you just have to adapt yourself. Now the way I blue them,
By blue, is that B-L-U-E?
Yeah, I think so. It just makes it look darker, and it doesn't matter if they're brass, they still go dark just the same. And I've seen on the internet where they're bluing things and they quench them in oil. I hardly think that's necessary, and I've tested to see if these hooks are just as strong when I've done them as not, and I haven't quenched them. I put the hook on a brick. You can probably use a big piece of metal.
Here, use this as an example.
Right, so you
Okay,
put it
so
on
there's your
something
brick.
non-flammable.
Not a calculator.
Then you turn your gas on. These are very handy, and you simply heat it up, and you've got several of these obviously. Heat them up until they're all red hot, and then just leave them to cool. The metal or the brick will probably absorb enough heat for them to slowly cool, which is what the oil quenching I think achieves. And then when you're going to press them in, you really need to make a little adaptation to a pair of pliers and just cut a little groove there.
Can you show that? Hang on. Did you cut that with a file?
I probably did it with the Dremel.
Yeah.
And a little one there, so that the points are going to grip. And then when you go to put it in, because you want to grip it right there,
Okay.
so that you don't bend the hook down. If you just use the normal straight ones, it'll tend to bend the hook down.
Okay, so you've got to hold on both sides of the curve.
That's right, just on the curve, and if you have it so that it's equal on these, it'll push the hook down. And then you've got to undo it, and then it might be weaker. That's
So, how do you set up, and how do you actually put them in?
Oh, yes. Put them in.
I'm acting out a lot of stuff today.
So you get you've drilled your hole.
So do you make any kind of markings?
Oh, that's right. Yes, markings. Thank you.
And do you have glue on your table ready for?
No, I don't. But
we'll pretend.
you could glue them in. Although if you've got the hole the right size, you
should always glue them in.
So basically, let me see if I can do it this way. And obviously you put the hooks on the right side. But basically, you're going to draw a line using your fingers to give you, and then you work your spacings out. You can just measure it. Work your spacings out, usually somewhere between 8 and 10. And then drill down with the Dremel with the correct size drill bit in.
That's right. So you can pick that out of there to match your panel nails.
Yes, number 18 or number 19. 19 or 18. 19 is good when they're very thin. 18 is a good size to give you a slightly thicker hook, but if it has to be 19 to match to you'll have to salt it. Probably Ace Hardware or something like that. Obviously you could buy it on the internet.
Any hardware store. We are not in the thrall of any hardware store.
No.
And then so you...
However, Ace Hardware are very helpful.
So then you pre-drill a hole?
Yes, you pre-drill the holes, and and then you're ready to grip the hook, as I said, right there, right on that point there.
And dip the
And
tip in
just
glue.
dip the tip in glue, and then this is a joint venture, by the way, people.
So in case I ever have to go
And then
down
you
there
wiggle
and
it
do
in,
it.
then you wiggle it in, and you're good to go. Thank you.